Rejection hurts. Yes, I know. But what if I told you rejection is actually redirection? That no you got wasn't to break you. It was God rerouting you to something divine, something aligned, something better, always. Let me share a story with you. So the earlier part of my career, let me say about 17 years ago, I started working for this organization, a big bank, and my manager for some reason was micromanaging, right? And she was so bad that even when I asked her once, I'm like, okay, beginning of the term, you want to take the kids to school as opposed to the nanny. So I asked her, I said, please, can I take my children to school as in the first day of the term? She says, no, you can't. Tell your husband to do it. I said, oh, he's busy with his work. He says, oh, you're busy. And she didn't allow me do it. So to cut the whole long story short, I worked with her, but she was very difficult to work with, right? So in the end, one time she actually fired me, if that's the right word to say. She sacked me, right? And I took it on the chin and I like, okay, I had this mentality, it's always better for me. All right. So the next job I got, my goodness, till today, this is 17 years later, I still pray for this next manager. The next person I got, she was amazing. She was so good. She was so kind. I was doing my job and she actually valued my presence there. Guess what? It was time for my daughter to start doing her lessons for her 11 plus exams. For those in the UK, you know what 11 plus is. And this lady literally said, Nancy, I know you do your work well. Whatever time you need during the day to take your daughter to her lessons, please do so. And I know you'll make up the time, right? I can tell you because of that person in that season, my daughter was able to pass all her exams, independent and state schools. And of course, she went into the best schools and even created room for her brothers to come into their school. Do you understand? So you see that rejection by that first person sacking me when she didn't even let me take my children to school for the first time, like beginning of the term. How would she have allowed me take my daughter to her lessons if I was still working with her? So you see that rejection wasn't a rejection. It was just God aligning me to his divine purpose. And because of that, my daughter was able to get into the best schools. So that rejection is not a rejection, it's just redirection. So if you know and you're a faith person, you believe in Christ, you know that all things work together for good. So I want you to say to yourself, it's always better for me. It is always better for me. It is always better for me. Okay? Take that along with you this morning and be blessed. Have a lovely and flourishing day ahead. Bye.